Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ryan, this is Disc Drive, and we are back with another Blu-ray hunting video. Before we get started, like, share, subscribe. That's right, we're back. We're going to go out Blu-ray hunting. We are going to go back to Canterbury today just because of my schedule. I say this a lot at the moment, I'm so sorry, but we will go to other places, I promise. Stick around, because we will. We're going to go to the usual places, CEX, HMV. We'll have a look in charity shops if I've got time. I think I've got enough time to go in like one or two, so we shall see. And I also have some parcels for you, so we can unwrap those at the end of the video. Before we go to the Blu-ray hunting section of the video, I recently uploaded my latest Blu-ray and DVD chart video. We look at the sales of the week. Michael has just been released on Blu-ray and DVD, so we're going to see where that sort of lands in the sales of the DVD and Blu-ray chart. If you haven't seen those videos, go back and have a look at them. They take a lot of effort to edit, so please do go back and have a look at them. If numbers are your thing, if you want to see like where the sales are of each week, what's the top seller of the week in terms of the DVDs, Blu-rays and 4Ks, those are the videos for you. I've got a full playlist. Go back and have a look at those. But yes, I uploaded my latest one yesterday. Day before, Tuesday, whenever Tuesday was, I uploaded it. And if you want to be notified when I upload these types of videos, then hit the bell icon. That's the best way to be notified when I upload new videos. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the Blu-ray hunt. First off, then we're going into Age UK, and on the shelf there's not very much, but I've got some AI or artificial intelligence there. No price on that one, and the box is a little bit busted, but that is there. We also have some Star Trek Nemesis, but it says £5 on there. £5, that sounds a bit expensive for that, but a nice little slipcover on that one. And then we've also got some James Bond films, A View to Kill there. These are all £1 each. Really nice covers. Got a little bit of shiny writing on the 007 logo. Then we've got World Is Not Enough there. Again, these are all £1. Die Another Day there, £1. Nice little collection if you're looking for some Bond movies. We also have London Has Fallen there, and then there was no price on that one, never mind. And then just look at some of the others, but not very many. We've also got Spectre there, which I think is £1.99, 50p. Oh, no price, great. Next up, we're going to go into Oxfam then, and on the shelf, I'm seeing some new things. We've got whatever this is. I don't know what this box set is, because I didn't put it in the camera. But that's there, so that's great. We've also got Doctor Who the movie on DVD there, and that's there for £7.99. £7.99? Christ. Close Encounters of the Third Kind is there for £2.99. These prices are weird. These prices are really crazy. And what else am I seeing? Dad's Army there, that's the remake, I believe, on Blu-ray for £1.99. What else am I seeing? Yeah, just push those back, never mind. I'm also seeing Megamind in 3D, so Blu-ray 3D there, £1.99 for that one, so that was quite a cool find, but might put that back. And up here I've got a huge box set of Desperate Housewives, not a TV series I've seen, but that is there for 6 seasons, I think, or 7 seasons. That is there for £24.99. Is that expensive? That seems like a bit too much for me. And then I'm also seeing some Fargo there. That is also there for £3.99. Again, the prices in here are a little bit weird. And some Smoking Aces there. That's also £1.99 for the Blu-ray. Next up into HMV then, and by the door, nothing really has changed. We've got the Michael movie and the soundtrack's there for £12.99, but we've got the Blu-ray and the DVD of Michael. I saw these in my previous Blu-ray hunt, but the Blu-ray's there for £15.99, and then also we've got the DVD up here. No 4K for this one here, £10.99 for the DVD. And then round on the corner, we've got, again, just the same old stuff. They've not really changed anything up, but I guess no new releases this week. Over here then on the collector's chart, I'm seeing Paris is Burning. This is a really cool documentary, £22.99 there for that. This is like I said, a really cool documentary about like the history of the ballroom scene in New York. But yeah, that's there. And then we also have Johnny Handsome and Hunt for the Wilder People, £14.99 there for the 10th anniversary for that one. And then down here, what have we got? We've got Last Tango in Paris. That's a really cool box set there, £29.99. That's a really cool hard box cover there. We also have Nuts in May, not something I've seen, but that's there for £16.99. And then what else have we got down here? We have Dead Man's Shoes. This was on the Blu-ray chart this week, but that's there for £23.99. No slipcover on that one. And then down here we have The Name of the Rose. That's there for £23.99. That's the Blu-ray version. The next one, we also have the 4K version with the same artwork for £26.99, just for the 4K disc there. And then just a look at the TV shows which are next to it there. Over here on the TV section, I'm seeing Chain Reactions, which is the documentary about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I believe. Really nice slipcover, really nice matte papery feel on that one, but that's there for $9.99. Bit of money off on that one. Next to it, I'm also seeing The House of Hammer, Volume 1 on Blu-ray. That's there for $34.99. Are they doing more volumes of this? I'm also seeing a big Blu-ray box set of Once Upon a Time, the complete series, so seasons 1 to 7 in a really chunky box, $99.99. I hate these chunky box sets. I've said this so many times, but I did used to like this TV series. I don't think I've seen Series 7. Over here on the 4K Blu-ray chart and the DVD chart, nothing changed out on here. I think I've shown you all of this, but here's a quick look anyway, just of what's on the wall. Up here we do have Hokum, and that's the Blu-ray there for $15.99. I think we've talked about them changing their prices here in HMV, but of course things are going to go up, aren't they? Then on the DVD chart, some previous week's releases they've even put back on this wall. But yeah, nothing really interesting. They've also got some sale items over here, Wicked at the top there, just some money off items for previous week's releases. Over here on the 4K section, I'm seeing Michael on 4K, and that's there for $24.99 with the slipcover. So they do have the 4K, they're just not putting it anywhere else other than the 4K section, which I thought was quite odd. But yeah, maybe they just don't have many of them. Over here, also on the 4K section, I'm seeing Freaky Tales, starring Pedro Pascal, and this is kind of $24.99, but it's also like a VHS style cover. I thought this was quite weird. I haven't seen this before, so yeah, let me know if this is any good. And then I'm also seeing up here, they still have the Killing Joke 4K Steelbook, $39.99. It does have a slipcover protector thing on it as well, but they still have that in store as well. And then I'm also seeing Red Dawn in like a really weird digipack sort of cover there for $29.99. And once I put it back, you can see that it's much taller than your standard 4K release. And then into Primark to collect my click and collect order, and that's all there. Really cool bags on this one. I know that's quite weird to say, but that is there. And then finally into CEX then, what am I seeing on the shelf? We've got the Tudors, the complete series, £18 for 4 series there. Is that a good price? I'm not quite sure. I haven't quite seen it. So yeah, let me know if that's any good. I've also got Winona Earp. I've not seen this. I don't know what this is. I've definitely just butchered that name, but that is there for £35 for 4 seasons. That sounds like quite a lot of money to me. And then down here I'm seeing The Walking Dead seasons 1 to 4. So maybe there's just 1 to 4 box sets people are trading in. I don't know, but that is there for £8, £6. And we've also got Weak Spots next to it there. That's there for £8 as well. I like those cases. We've also got The Umbrella of Cherbourg. I don't know what that is, but that is also there with a really nice slipcover. It also is labelled as one of the most romantic films of best rom-coms of all time or something like that. That is there for £18. And I'm also knocking stuff over. I'm also seeing Sex Lies and Videotapes, £22 there for the Criterion, and it's a really weird case there. It's got like this weird plasticky cover. I'm also seeing The Legend of Korra, and that's there for £42 with a really nice box set. Quite minty. It looks like it's in really good condition, but not for me at that price. Down here I'm also seeing Marvel Studios Phase 1 there. Did they finish these box sets? I don't know if they did release all of them, but they're there for £18. They've got Phase 1 and Phase 2. I don't know if they're Part 1, Part 2, or if they're missing movies, but yeah, I don't know if they finished these box sets. I'm also seeing Forrest Gump there for £4. This would have been a pickup for me today, but I just don't think I need it right now, so I'll get it if it's still there later on. And then I'm also seeing Doctor Who the Movie, the Blu-ray with a really nice slipcover for £8. Oxfam was selling the DVD for £8, for $7.99. That's wild. Down here I'm also seeing The Boss Baby 2 for £3. I didn't actually enjoy the first Boss Baby, I'm not going to lie, but so I won't be picking that one up. And then we've also got Bad Boys 1 and 2 there for £4, which I thought was a good price for the first 2 movies there. Over here on the 4K section I'm seeing Springsteen there, £15 with the slipcover. The slipcover's in really good condition as well, so that's really cool there. I'm also seeing the Tomb Raider 2 movie collection, £35. The box has some damage, but that is cool there if you want to pick both of those up for a cheaper price. And then I'm also seeing Sherlock up here with a slipcover, and that is there for £10, which I think is quite a good price. They didn't have any of the other ones, but that is there with a really nice slipcover. A little bit damaged, but not too much. Down here I'm also seeing the Hobbit movies in 3D, all 3 of them for £8, which I didn't think was a bad price. Is that a good price? I don't know, but then they also have them singularly there. Some of them, one of them's £3, one of them's £2.50, so maybe it is cheaper to get them singularly, but in a box set there for £8. Then I'm also seeing some Jurassic Park 3. That's there for £8. I think these are from a box set that they've just split up, because I don't think these are sold separately, or from what I remember. The Lost World is there for £6. No slipcovers on these. But again, I think these are from a box set, but correct me if I am wrong. And then they also have Jurassic World next to it there as well, once I put these back. And they also have the 6-movie collection there for £42. Wow. Is that a lot of money? Down here I'm also seeing Arrow. Beg your pardon. £12 there for the one with the slipcover. I thought this was quite a good release, quite a good price, I think, for that as well. And I'm also seeing, what's that, Parenthood, £20, an Animal sort of Dazzler Media release there on 4K. And I'm also seeing Power Rangers, and that's there for £6. This was going to be a pickup, but I might pick it up next week. I've not seen this movie, but for £6, I think I might go back and get that one. And we are back in the room. So there was quite a few things on the shelves today. Nothing I wanted to pick up, really. I was toying with the Megamind 3D Blu-ray, but it's not something that's like on my wish list or anything. I just saw it and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I wasn't quite sure if I wanted, like, would I watch it? Or do I just want it because it's there? Do you know what I mean? I sort of was toying with that idea. So I decided not to get it. Let me know if there's anything on the shelf that you would have picked up. Should I have picked up anything else? I'm not quite sure. The box set of Desperate Housewives in Oxfam being like $25.99 or however much it was. That is insane. That's like the price of what it should be brand new, I think. I don't know. Is that a good price? I just look at charity shops and I'm like, I don't think that should be over £20. I think that's crazy. But hey, I might look on Vinted and it might be similar pricing. So maybe they've got it right. I don't know. But I think it was for like 5 or 6 seasons, maybe 4 seasons. Was it 5 or 6? I don't know. But it was a big box that you saw anyway. Wild, yeah. Also, some new 4Ks in CEX. It's good to see that the 4K section is sort of developing over to 2 shelves rather than just one. The 4K section in my CEX, or in the Canterbury CEX, is really sad. But I'm glad to see that more 4Ks are getting traded in, so that's really, really cool. Let's get into my parcels. I've got 2 things. One of them is a piece of physical media, and the other's a t-shirt. So I'll do the t-shirt first and I'll explain a little bit. But I've got a click and collect for Primark. That's not my address on it, that's just the address of the shop. So if you're trying to look out where I live, not that you would, but yeah, that's just the click and collect address. So I recently managed to get tickets for Ariana Grande's concert in London, which is quite crazy to say. I am really bad at buying concert tickets. Ticketmaster, AXS Tickets, whatever website I go on the on sale days, I just can never seem to get the tickets. I always click on them and they're saying, oops, this ticket is no longer available. And I'm like, well, why are you showing me it then? I don't know about you, or if you're an avid concert goer, share your tips and tricks, because I can't get them on the on sale. I've got O2 Priority, which gets you like early access for like at least 3 or 4 days ahead of the general public. And then on the general public days, I can't seem to get a ticket anywhere. I was checking the AXS website, the O2 website, for return tickets, and all the ones that came up were either £400+, which I didn't want to spend on a 2-hour concert. I think £400 is crazy money. And some of you might be like, well, if you want to go, you want to go. Yeah, I do want to go, but I also don't want to sell a kidney for a 2-hour concert. Yeah, so anyway, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I was trying to get tickets for 3 days. 3 days I spent on that website, and then one of my friends sent me a link to seats that were being held, that like company holds. Company have seats for guests and things like that. They hold them off in case they want to invite guests, and these seats were being released. And my friend sent me a link. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I have anyway. You're welcome. So yeah, she sent me a link and said, try and get a ticket on here. I just got a ticket, and I then spent a further couple of days on that link trying to get tickets, but again, it was coming up not available. But I just kept checking, and then one became available in a really good seat. I paid about $150 for it, but it is like not the ground floor. I don't know if any of you have been to the O2 Arena. I've never been. I'm going for my first time at an Ariana Grande concert, but I've never been on the floor. But it's the next section up, so not the floor, the next section, and it's a really good seat, so I was like really happy to get it. Anyway, long story short, Primark are selling new Ariana Grande merch, and I was like, okay, well, let me buy it and I can wear it to the concert. It was like £10, I think it was, but Primark don't deliver. You have to click and collect, so we're going to see what this is like together. My first time click and collecting from Primark. A really big bag for one t-shirt. Okay, it feels good quality, which is always good. It's got an official Ariana Grande label and tag. But this is her Eternal Sunshine, Brighter Days Ahead. Don't know if you can see that. Where is the logo? There it is. Eternal Sunshine Deluxe, Brighter Days Ahead merch. And there's the tag there as well. This is probably really boring for people who want to see physical media stuff, but I thought I'd show you this anyway. It's an unboxing, right? That's a really cool t-shirt. I did get a large, although it does look a bit too big. I can tuck it in maybe. But yeah, I am happy with that. £10, like I said, you can't really complain for £10, but that is one of the artworks for her album, which is really cool. And so yeah, I'm going to go to an Ariana Grande concert, which I'm really happy about, especially because of how long it took me to get a bloody ticket. But anyway, let's get into the physical media. This is from Vinted. I've not opened it yet, so we're going to see if this is rubbish together. But I will explain this as well for some OGs of the channel. If any of you started watching back when I started videos, this is the Twilight Blu-ray box set. Is that sun damage on the back, on the side? No. Is that sun damage, or is that just? Sorry if you can hear cars. I've got the door open. It's quite warm. Is that sun damage? I don't know if it's just the artwork because they're vampires and I don't know. Anyway, so yes, I got this for £2, which I think is a really good deal. It's got some scuffs on the side there. Can you see there? It's got some scuffs, but for £2, can you really complain? I don't know. Some of you, again, some of the OGs may be like, Ryan, you already bought the Twilight movies from Vinted. I did, but the last movie in the Blu-ray box set only came with the DVD disc and not the Blu-ray, which is really annoying. And I then tried to look for the last movie, I think it's Breaking Dawn Part 2, just by itself, and just by itself that was £2. So when I saw this for £2, I was like, it's a no-brainer, I can just sell my other ones. So yes, I thought this was a really good deal. The box set's really cool. And I really like the Twilight movies. I don't know about you, I think they're pretty good. Are some of them cringe? Yes. Yes, they are. But I don't think that they're bad movies. I've got all the discs. Let me check that they're all Blu-rays. Let me show you first. This is what it looks like on the inside. 5 discs for 5 movies. So you've got Twilight. Sorry, I keep looking away from the mic. So you've got Twilight and New Moon first. How do you undo this? Oh, there we go. So the first 2 movies are Blu-ray, which are good. And you've also got some artwork underneath it, but there's New Moon. Any marks on the back? Not that I can see, it looks pretty brand new. And then we've got Twilight. And again, looks brand new. Wonderful. And then on the inside you've got like the special features information, which is really cool there. I'm not going to get every disc out, but I do want to make sure that they are all Blu-ray. They are all Blu-ray! Hooray! I haven't been scammed. It's really frustrating when you buy things online because like you wait for them to come and then when they arrive and they're not what you're expecting, it's just really, really annoying. But yeah, I liked the Twilight movies. Again, like I said, they're not the greatest movies ever, but I do really like the universe that it built. I did rewatch them recently on Netflix, Prime, Disney Plus, one of them. I rewatched them recently, and I was like, you know what, I would watch these again. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if it's got some sun damage. I think it does have a little bit of sun damage. I think the back is sort of sun damaged a little bit, but again, for £2, I don't think I can complain. But that is a really good box set. I'm glad that everything is intact. So if you're looking for any of the Twilight movies, I'm going to put the single Amores on my Vinted. I'll put them all together. I'll sell them for like £2 just so I can get my money back for this or whatever. Sell them for like £2 or £3 just to get my money back. But that will be up on my Vinted. The link to my Vinted is in the description box if you want to go follow me over on that. I post some things, a lot of stuff. It's like gifts or things that I don't need anymore. I don't know if that's horrible to say, but I'm trying to save all my space for physical media, not like little knickknacks and things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there. Have a look. I accept offers too, bundles, whatever you want to do. Go look at my Vinted. But that is all my stuff that I have for today. No pickups in terms of out and about, but there were some stuff that I was thinking about. Like I do want to get the Penguin on Blu-ray, the Penguin DC TV series. But the ones in HMV are still broken. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to my last Blu-ray hunting video. I think I show you the cases and the discs are loose, and I don't want to pay full price for something that's broken and maybe scratched. So yeah. Did you pick anything up this week? Let me know in the comment section below. I really love replying to all of your comments. Also subscribe, please. Nearly at 600 subscribers. The subscriber count has sort of steadied recently, and I want it to go back up again and shoot to the stars. Shoot to the stars? Yeah, sure, that's something that I say daily. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you picked up. There'll be more videos coming. Hit that notification bell. I appreciate you all. All that's left to say is thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.